test out Flappy Bird game using Claude 3.5 Sonnet. And I don't really know if this is gonna work or not, but we'll find out. That's why I'm recording this just in case it does work, and I'll publish it to YouTube. And if it doesn't work, I won't publish it to YouTube. So the first thing I did was I went to ChatGPT and I asked it, I want to build a Flappy Bird game and ask an AI to build it for me. Give me instructions on the rules of the game, the gameplay instructions, so it can build it for me. And it gave me the instructions and the rules of the game. It gave me the objective, it gave me game elements, gameplay mechanics, game over, detailed instructions for AI. And so, yeah, it's a lot of information. I'm going to copy all that. Can you build a Flappy Bird game for me? Here are the instructions. And enter. And let's actually see if it does build it for me. So it's importing Pygame, import random. I don't know if it's gonna run necessarily in this in the actual panel, but okay. So it gave me a Python script, and I wanted to run it within. Can you run it within artifacts? So I guess with artifacts, it can only run it with React and not Python for some reason. And what it's doing is we can create a more interactive version of the game using React and display it within an artifact. Let's create a simplified version of a Flappy game. So click Start. So it is working. Okay, so I can only use my mouse to create this game. Okay, so I'm gonna do is, can you ensure that we can use keyboard buttons such as spacebar, etc. Also, can you make the circle that we control into an actual bird? Can you make it more like the actual Flappy Bird game? And can you also make the aspect ratio full? So we did, first of all, we actually have a game running, which is crazy. Now the second part is I think we just have to figure out how to actually make it look better, and maybe the physics and mechanics of the game to look a little bit better. The fact that we actually have a game running is crazy. Okay, so while let's wait until it finishes the actual code, and okay, press space. Okay, this version doesn't work at all. Can you add the following images as a part of the game? I've added images of a bird and other things and use these images. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to Google and write Flappy Bird PNG. And I'm gonna go transparent here, and then let's go here. Save this, or I'm just gonna copy it, go here, paste it. Mario PNG. Let's go here. Let's go like something like this. Copy image. I wonder what else I can add. Can I add something like this? And I'll add something like this. And I want to add something like this. And press enter. And I don't know. I don't think it's gonna use the actual images, but it might make similar images. But we'll have to see, and we'll have to wait and see how it looks like. So you can see the game width. You have the game height, gravity, jump height, pipe width, pipe gap, bird width and bird height. If this one doesn't work, I might actually have to start a new chat. Sometimes I have to do that for it to like reset and work again. Like this isn't working. So the game isn't working. It's just a gray screen. The first version worked. Again, this video is a little bit different to my usual videos because um, the usual videos are little bit more polished, but this one might or might not be a little bit longer. And so I'm just completely going raw. You're gonna have a lot of empty spaces, which I'll try to get rid of in post. But yeah, let's see if it works. Space. Okay, that's way too slow. Okay, you didn't use the images that I gave you. Also have bars coming from the top and bottom, and whenever you touch any part of the green bars, automatic out. Also keep a score and also keep a tally of how many times we clicked to go up, and also keep a timer and set. Yeah, keep a timer. Okay, let's do that. Okay, and see if that does anything. So the one nice thing about Claude 3.5 Sonnet is it does a really good job at keeping the previous code consistent, like the previous code that you had. Majority of it's the same. Whereas if you play with the GPT-4 or any other, um, this doesn't work. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy all this. I'm gonna start a new chat, and I'm just gonna see if we can do that there. Okay. So hopefully it started something new and it should work better. I guess we'll see. Yeah, unfortunately, like obviously, if you're not gonna be developing like full fledged applications like this. This is more for like me and marketers like me that are just trying to trying to test things out. Okay, it does work. Can we make the physics of the space bar more fluid and not jumpy? Also add the following images in the game. And I'm going to just go over this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You decide where to add these images. Let's see if it actually adds the images. So certainly I'll update the game to incorporate the images you provide and make the physics smoother. I'll also add the images to the game in appropriate places. Let's create an enhanced version of the Flappy Bird game with these improvements. Okay, and let's wait until it finishes the whole thing. Okay, it's doing the same thing again. Okay, how am I gonna fix this? It messed up the game. It's just gray. Can I copy any of this? I'm trying to understand why it's doing that. Like, there's something in the code. Oh, it's building it again. I apologize for the inconvenience. You're right. I understand the game isn't displaying correctly. Let's simplify the implementation to ensure it works properly. We'll start with the basic version that definitely renders. Okay, the physics are a little bit better. But if I touch it, I'm not losing here. Okay. This can you update the game so that um when it touches the green bars, you lose. Also, make the jumps less um with spacebar, not so jumpy. Make it smaller. Okay. And the other thing I was gonna say, because for some reason, whenever I give it the images, it's not adding the images. I'm gonna see if I can get that the main player character into like a bird or something. But let's see. Okay, this isn't working at all. I'm gonna do something else here. I am going to copy all this to one instruction set, and hopefully can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna copy this again, and I'm gonna start a new chat with Claude 3.5 Sonnet and see if I can get that going. Okay, I don't know if that does anything. I'm gonna go here, start a new chat. Okay, additional context below, and I'll do that, and I'll do this. Also, add the following images into the game. Make sure the main playable character is a bird, and I will do that. Okay, I'll just send that here. Okay, so this is the third chat that I'm launching, the third time. So let's see if that works. So it's saying it's a unsupported library. I'm gonna just copy this on that React Spring Web. You're absolutely right. I thank you for pointing out. Let's create a version of the game that doesn't rely on external libraries. I'll remove the React Spring dependency and implement the animation using plain React state and CSS transitions. It would be nice though if Artifacts has the ability to actually connect to external libraries. That would be nice. Maybe it's another version for like say Opus or something like that. But it's doing the same thing again. It's not working. I don't get it. I don't see the bars. So the physics is a lot better. I don't see the bars, and also make the background and colors similar to the actual Floppy Bird game, and also make the main character a bird and not a rectangle. It is kind of frustrating. I have to go back and forth, but let's see what I can do. I've seen other people make videos, like games. Like I've seen one person make a first-person shooter game, like in it's obviously pixelated, but it's still pretty crazy. I know it's possible. I know it can do it. I just think the instruction set has to be a little bit more clear, probably. So let's see. um, let's hope this one works. Okay. Okay. The physics is definitely a lot better, and it is working. let's make the bars into green color, and let's make the background into a sky color. Add clouds, and also add little animals and people on the floor walking around. See that. By the way, I am if you guys been following this journey of just Claude 3.5 Sonnet, I've been on the free version for the last couple of videos, but I am on the pro version, and I have 10 messages remaining. So I guess the free version you have 12 messages every 5 hours, and right now it's 1:55 a.m. and we have 4 hours left. So I guess every 4 hours you're getting like maybe 40 messages, 30, 40 messages on the paid plan. It's well, it could be a little bit longer just because I'm getting it to write code. It's probably taking a little bit longer. Okay, okay, that's definitely a lot better. I like that there's clouds. Okay, okay. Can you make the distances between the bars a little bigger because it's too small? So it's easier to play in the beginning. And as time goes on, the game speeds up slowly. Okay, let's see if we can do that. But I think that's probably the best version of it so far that we've seen. And it only took us 18 minutes to get to this point. So it's good. It's pretty good. Now, the only thing I would say is that I wish that we can change the square to like an actual bird. Um, I'm thinking of how I can do that. I'm probably what I'm gonna do is like, okay, if it gets this one right, I'm gonna ask it to see. I'm gonna ask it how it would change the actual square to a bird. Should I give it a PNG with the transparent background or something? I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Okay. So square's a little bit bigger. Okay, one sec. Let me play that. Okay. Definitely better. Physics is a lot better. Spacebar is working. There's grass. There seems to be a parallax effect with those small like bars at the bottom. Okay. Can you add a timer also? And can you also tell me tell me the speed of the game, which will naturally increase as I go further? And what else did I want to do? Score, the timer, the speed of the game, and also can we change? Yeah, let's just do that for now. So I don't want to add it. I don't want to give it too many instructions, and then all of a sudden, it has a tough time. Like it'll just break. I don't want it to break because I think we're on a good run right now. I think we got something going that's actually working, and so yeah, let's try that. So let's wait until it builds the whole thing. As you can see, they have the game width, and you can change these things in post as well. So, for example, I know the game physics is working. So as long as the physics is working, I'll be happy. If it can't change the actual bird, like the square to a bird, I can do that probably myself. Like for example, image source placeholder. I wonder if I can just add a URL. Okay, I'm gonna do. Um, I'm gonna actually do that. Like what I'll do is like maybe we'll do a star. Like I don't know. Let me just write like Flappy Bird. And I'm gonna go to tools and I'm gonna go to color and transparent. And what I'll do is let's look at anything that's interesting. Is this transparent? Nope. I want to find something that's really cool but transparent. Let's do like 3D. Flappy Bird 3D. Tools, color, transparent. And is this transparent? Let's use like a 3D bird. 3D bird. And then I'm gonna go tools, color, transparent. What's something cool? I'm trying to look for something that's cool. do that. Copy image link, go back here. So I did do something there. So you can tell the speed is actually getting faster. Okay, let's do that again. You got the score. See how far I can go. But you can see the speed is, okay, it starts at 1.5 and it is getting faster slowly. And the physics is pretty good. Okay, if I crash one more time, again, I'm just gonna stop because I'm clearly not that good at it. But what I wanna do is, can you replace the character image URL with, oh, it's a character image URL, image link. Okay, hopefully that works. Okay, and hopefully that should work this time, and we'll have the image. The only thing I'm gonna say, okay, so I want to see, okay, so you have the image URL which is just replaced. You have the game width, you have the game height. Let's see if there's anything else we can. So, okay, there's a client side error. Hopefully it fixes that. It seems that there might be an issue with loading the image or some other client side problem. Let's try to troubleshoot and fix the problem. If that image doesn't work, I'm going to try something else. It could be the URL. I'm just going to do something simple, honestly. Maybe something like this. Copy image link. So let me just open this up. And then can I copy this? Bird. Tools. Transparent. I like this one. Open image in a new tab. Copy that. Okay, I'm going to go to the code. And I want to see what the URL is. Change the image URL to 2. Okay. I want to see if there's any other places I can change anything here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay. I'll press enter. We're very, very close. I just want this damn bird image to work. Then I'll be good to turn off the video. It's been 25 minutes, so let's see. So I did add this URL, so hopefully it does work. This is a PNG URL, whereas the previous one was actually it wasn't even, okay, maybe that's why it wasn't a PNG or anything that it could actually work with. Ah, come on. Okay. I have 4 messages left. Hopefully this is the last. This will fix it. Let's see. So I apologize for the continued error. It seems that there might be an issue with how the component is being rendered or how it's interacting with the rest of your application. Let's try to create a more minimal version of the game that should work without any external dependencies or complex state management. Hopefully, when it says minimal, I'm hoping it doesn't change anything. Clearly, this is the worst version of the game. Okay, what I'm gonna do, that doesn't work. So the nice thing is with artifacts, you actually have a copy of your previous messages, previous working files. So 9 versions, 1 version. Let's do this one. 9 version, and then let's go here. Okay, version 9. Okay, so you can go to version 8, and version 8 was working, right? Okay, version 8 was working. Okay, so I'm gonna actually keep version 8. Okay, I'm gonna keep version 8. I'm gonna take the code, and I'm just gonna copy the code. I'm gonna start a new chat. Can you change the image of the Flappy Bird to the following? This is the full code, and image URL is this one. Okay, I'm gonna press enter. So I know that version of the code actually works. And all I wanted to do is modify the code to use a new image URL for the Flappy Bird character. Here's the updated version of the bird. Please add the full code and also execute it. I got 2 messages remaining. So if I don't fix it within 2 messages, then yeah, it's the end of the video. But let's see. So now it's executing the video, the actual game. Hey, for me, even if the URL doesn't work, I know that the game actually works and I'm happy about that. So I can actually publish the video and be like, hey, Watch me make a Flappy Bird video using AI still. The guy who actually made Flappy Bird initially must have taken him weeks and weeks. I did it within half an hour, at least the function and the physics of it. So it is not running. How do I make this run? How do I make this run? Let me see here. Can you run the following code? Ah, come on. Okay, I'm out of messages. Let's go back to what we were working on, which was this one here, and we do have the game, so I'm happy about that. Go to version 8 out of 9. And yeah, I mean, I have the game that's working here. It's just this damn Flappy Bird image, which I can manually obviously update after. But well, I got the score going. I got the time going. It crashes. It crashes when it hits the bars. I can probably change the color of the bars. Um, let's see how far I can actually go here. Okay. I want to see. So notice how the speed is going up. I want to see if like how fast it actually gets to and how difficult it can get. And I think the physics of it's definitely good. Okay, whatever. So we'll stop it at that. We're literally almost at 30 minutes for this video. We'll stop it here. But the fact is, I made a Flappy Bird game that actually works functionally. It just probably doesn't look as good, and we can definitely improve that in another version. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. I want to see if I can make a couple other like really low quality games. I wouldn't say it's low quality, but you know what I mean. More pixelated type of games, and see if we can build like Mario games and stuff like that in another episode. So yeah, I built a Flappy Bird game in half an hour.